What's that under the water? What's that under the water? It's Myrtle the Turtle bringing you today's episode.
I am under the water.
Yo, what's going on? Oh, am I muted? No. Yeah, we're not muted. Let's go. What's going on, guys? I just totally blew out your eardrums there. Yeah, guys, what do you think about the turtle intro? Pretty cool, huh? Like, should it be like a repeating thing? Oh, shnikes, man. I just totally forgot to, I forgot that I needed to load in an asset for the outro of this podcast. So, I'm going to have to do that at some point during this pod. But what's going on, guys? Happy St. Patrick's Day. I'm pretty sure it's St. Patrick's Day. Let me look this up. St. Patrick Day. Not images, like, why does it autofill images? Like, I'm not trying to make placemats for a kindergarten class party, dude. March 17th, so yeah, I am a little Irish, a little bit more German and Eastern European than anything, hence why I'm built like a Goron from The Legend of Zelda. I'm also realizing I'm not talking into the camera. You guys are not down here, you're up here. Yeah, I don't know. We got a bunch of stuff that we're going to talk about today. The general theme is going to be about comedy, but there are a few things that I want to look at first. These are things that I want to not react to, but things that I haven't like looked into in depth, and I want to give my in-depth thoughts on them during the podcast. But yeah, welcome one, welcome all. We're going to get this thing rolling. The first, the first thing that I want to discuss is this, it's... All right, I'm just going to say it how it is, and then we're going to get into the discussion after the fact. This is the, what is it here? It's here, yeah. Yeah, it's the AI Lego Netanyahu Trump Satan Jeffrey Epstein video that Iran put out. Let's just watch it because I've seen it, but I only saw it once, and I thought it would be fun to maybe react to on this podcast. Let's go. We're gonna watch it in segments because copyright, even though it's AI, so it shouldn't be too copyrighted. Oh my god, it's Jeffrey Epstein and I think Netanyahu in the files, maybe Trump. Okay, so he's hitting the nuke now that he's in the files, now that it's been revealed. We have a Iranian classroom here. The missile is heading towards the classroom. This is a reference to, I guess there was a missile that hit a elementary school that Trump said, no, I didn't do that. It didn't hit the school. And then a bunch of other people said, yeah. So there's like a controversy there. We're not here to verify the facts. We're just here to make fun of things. So pink backpack, dead, baby shoes, worn a handful of times, hyper-realistic anime, angry guy. I know this to be the father because I have seen this before. The father of the girl who was killed. You know, more war going on here. Kamikaze jet. We got Mario. We got freaking Lego movie guy. Not Brad Pitt. Okay. Look at that. This is a Lego Hasidic Jew, guys. And this is a piece of... it's propaganda, you know. And I'm not saying that to be like, oh, Iran's in the wrong or Iran's in the right or whatever. This is a piece of... national media, I don't. How do you even want to call that? It's a government sanctioned issued video depicting a sad Hasidic Jew Lego man. This is like, where even are we right now, dude? What is going on? Like, I don't know. I don't know where we are. The optimistic side of me wants to say that these kinds of things that let's back it up a little bit. Basically, when the internet became mainstream, when entertainment sort of became an industrial complex in the, you know, let's just go with the 1970s. Music, very experimental, very powerful politically to move people. You know, that kind of the whole music and Hollywood industry, you know, there's a lot of lobbying, a lot of politics that go on to try and push people towards certain ideas or move people certain ways. I believe that people have more autonomy than we like to give them credit for. And at the end of the day, people do just want to do the right thing. So, this is not to say that people are being brainwashed and they're dumb and stuff and whatever. Everybody does what they think is the right thing, unless it's the very rare case where they are evil. What I'm getting at is that this kind of created a, mask over the whole world, where, you have people who are obsessed with media and music and things, and they get engrossed in the entertainment, and they're not living in the real world. And the internet only made this worse, where you are seeing tons of information, tons of distractions, tons of things, where you're not living in the real world 8 hours a day, or 16 hours a day. You're living in the real world half of that time. So I guess you are living in the world 8 hours a day, assuming you have 8 hours of screen time. Even 4 hours of screen time, you're spending 4 hours living in the Matrix, in the digital zoo. So what I think this has done is created kind of a rift between what's real and fake, and it's caused people to become cynical and nihilistic and sarcastic and addicted to things to cope with the kind of confusion, because we're simultaneously in a cage, but we're not. We're addicted to the very thing that is keeping us chained, which is this, technology stuff, and whatever. That's it sounds a little more profound than it actually is. What I'm just basically trying to say is that our perception of reality has been so shifted. And I think things like this Lego Iran, war video is kind of showing people that those two worlds are not really separate. They've never really been separate. They've always been together. You can't just escape into the freaking Matrix. Legos are now part of global international conflict, and this is going to be in a history book, and they're going to have to explain what Legos are and why they chose to go with this design and what AI is doing and how this helmet is actually a misprint that's worth millions of dollars, and things like that. I don't know. That's pretty much all I have to say about this. It's just crazy. I saw this and Lego Netanyahu, I believe that's supposed to be Lego Netanyahu being chased down by feds. Lego terrorism. This is 2026, guys. This is where we're at. And I don't even know what can be done about it. I don't know, people want to go, oh, doom and gloom, end of the world. But all I'll say is, hey, grandchildren, things got really bad in the U.S. and we had to move here and blah, 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 blah. Now, it is weird having a platform, because I do have a growing platform, so the context around what I could do for the greater good is a an entirely new and different subject. But just the concept of Lego terrorism, Lego religious war, officially made by the countries engaging in this conflict. I mean, there are missiles being thrown, to my knowledge, still right now, maybe not exactly at this moment, but dead American troops, Lego, they all have the same face. Lego Amish guy, come on, get some Pennsylvania representation. That's all I gotta say, guys. I think we're done talking about this for now. Again, I'm not here to freaking cause an argument. I'm just here to just have fun with this and try to understand things from a bigger perspective, because obviously war is not good. I mean, what is going on? I feel like I'm watching a movie unfold, I don't know. Whatever. We're going to stop talking about this because I'm kind of boring myself with it. Right now, I want to look at the Malcolm in the Middle, Life Still Unfair official trailer from Hulu. Now, I never watched Malcolm in the Middle as a kid growing up, but I do know a lot of the memes, and I know a lot of the lore, stuff like that. Bryan Cranston is naked, showing off his man junk. Malcolm.
But hey, everything about me is different.
Yeah. So he's away from his family. He's got a girlfriend. He's got kids. I'm moving my mouse over the screen to cover up some of this stuff.
Stay completely away from my family.
Yeah, see, so this, I mean, I'm not going to react to the whole thing or watch the whole thing or whatever, because I have seen this one a few times. Kind of crazy that they're redoing a show. And I know recently Buffy the Vampire Slayer was canceled by Hulu. Not the original, they were going to do a reboot and it got canceled. And some people are saying, oh, like, it's so sad, like, blah, blah, blah. Other people are saying this is a good thing because it was just going to be a cash grab. This, from what I've seen of the trailer and from what I've heard about people who are actual fans of the series, this is not really gearing up to be a pooper. It's gonna be a solid product, to quote Mr. McDonald's Burger Man. It's they're actually putting time and effort into this, and they're gonna make it good, and it's about the fans. And honestly, you have this dichotomy of you want to appease the fans, but you also have to appease the masses. And I run into this problem with my own YouTube content, because if I was making content for just my subscribers, I would be pumping out JoJo videos on the daily. But that's not what I think creates a valuable channel for people to tune into and get interesting things out of. I think I'd burn myself out, and also I'm tying myself to an IP that, comes and goes in the zeitgeist. But there is definitely benefits to that, and then when you're doing something short-lived, like a revival or a reboot of a series, it's, just give the fans what they want, because you're not going to appeal the masses, you're going to appeal to the fans, and if you actually do make something great and special, then all it does is raise up all the other ships that are sailing in that body of water. I don't know if that makes any sense or if I worded that quite right, but I don't know. I think these kinds of little revivals and reboots are good because it shows that there is a lot of value in niche fan bases, and the right person can come along and really do something great. Like if I wanted to become a director or a filmmaker or something, there's a future where I could say, I love this IP. I know it inside and out. Trust me, I will make back 100% of our budget and then some, Wait, is it 100%? I'll make 200% of the budget. So I'll make back what we made, and then I'll make the exact same amount again. It's really not too difficult. Like, the question of what do people want is is difficult because people want unique things and different things and something different. But also people just want, I don't know, they just want, it's kind of clear at some points. Like, yeah, they want Malcolm in the Middle reboot, but they also want something that's not going to be really crappy. Again, not sure if I worded that quite correctly, but yeah, I don't know. Just interesting for Disney Plus and Hulu to be doing this. Could we see more from them? More of our favorite IPs? I don't know. And will this even be any good? I don't know. Let me know if you're a fan of the Malcolm in the Middle. Right now, we're going to look at I have not seen the Dune Part 3 trailer yet, so this is going to be, like, freaking live reaction. I'm super excited for this. I saw a picture of Paul Atreides. That's all I saw. Dune, Star Wars was based off of Dune, so this is, this is basically, like, the freaking grandpa coming in and saying, okay, like, you messed up the whole thing, not to say that Star Wars did that, but with their mainline movies, they kind of did. I don't know. Honestly, we could talk about Star Wars another time. I don't really think it's as bad as people are making it out to be, but still. Okay, so Paul Atreides and Zendaya getting it on. Sorry, that was very immature. Okay. Isn't there some significance to the women in this movie having power, like ancestral? Leto. Jared Leto. Sorry, guys. I have to compulsively pause and unpause and talk because I don't want to get copyright struck.
So he would have the wisdom of his grandma.
Oh, see, I think this is references to the whole like ancestral knowledge thing. Again, could be wrong. Listen, I have to go through a lot of freaking IPs in my YouTube side hustle that they combine in my head and I'm being distracted right now. I cannot keep track of these digital, fictional, virtual worlds. I got too much to look over.
The more I fight, the more enemies fight back.
Okay. What the hell? See, this is the kind of... I love that. Like, the freaking... This is what Stargate tried to be. This is what Star Wars tried to be. Not really sure about Star Trek, but we got on-the-ground warfare between samurais and I guess, U.S. Army soldier looking guys.
How did Father do it?
Your father never started a war.
He was smart about it. Or maybe she's telling the truth. I don't know. This is just a movie that I am just going to show up and watch and then learn about after the fact. I have not spoiled myself on any of this lore, by the way. I know the books have been out. I never spoiled myself with this because I wanted to consume it for the first time in the theaters, and then like as it was coming out. You know what I'm saying?
Afraid to die.
All right, so he's looking all cool now. What's the thing after the impact gonna be?
Not die. Yet.
You know how they do that in trailers? They always do their little boom. Okay, Dune Part 3, cool. Excited. Is there anything at the very end? Doesn't look to be. December, we're gonna have to wait. That's fine. I don't know. Are you guys film heads? Okay. Are you not? Sorry for being a little bit less engaging, guys. We're just kind of looking at stuff right now. But actually, we are going to get into a bigger topic of discussion right now, which should carry us to the end of the pod. Right now, we're running at 16:30. Also, I have not been checking the live. So if there's anybody in there right now, I apologize. Let me take a quick look here, and then we'll get into the next. We will get into the next. Oh, boy. That's me. And nobody in the live, but oh, we did get a like. Nice. Thank you. Yeah, whatever. What I want to talk about now is kind of modern comedy. You know, obviously you have your, like, you know, you have your, let me put this on full. Comedy has been seeing a lot of shifts recently. You have shows like South Park, which parody everything and offend everybody and just don't give a crap about anything. You have shows like Family Guy that have really dumb humor, but also really smart humor, but also it just kind of adapts depending on what's needed of it. You have, you know, like the whole Kill Tony thing where it's a live comedy show. For a while, it was really banging, but it kind of brought back that whole offensive humor thing, like the Filthy Frank style humor, where it was just not just offend everybody, but be as crude and horrible as you possibly can be. So I wanted to segue this into the meme of the week, which is it's from a guy that I've been watching on TikTok recently. I guess he got on Jimmy Kimmel, so maybe he's, I don't know, maybe he's a little more popular than I thought at first, but I do want to pull this guy up. His name's Bo Daddy Harris, and he is hilarious, dude. Let's pull this guy up. No, that's the clip I want to show, but this is I'm putting it on here. Just take it in, yeah? Again, I hope I do not get copyright struck for this. All right. Lot to unpack here. Kind of a niche appeal, a little bit. First of all, you have to be familiar with TikTok suggesting people covering songs, which, you know, is we're narrowing it down quite a bit. Then we have the style of the singing, which is right on the edge of is it parody or is it not. When you can ride that line of is this real or is this not, it is fantastic. It is amazing. It's something special, man. On top of that, he's doing a cover of a song in the style of Bo Daddy Harris, and his name is Bo Daddy Harris. So he's doing it in his own style. And on top of it, it's just a goofy. Like, my favorite part is when he goes, ready? He just, like, he doesn't even know the song. He's just singing it for the first time, like, in this video. And, I mean, this is another clip I wanted to bring up, too. Look at this guy. This is him performing live. You got some head bobbing. You got some freaking movement in the crowd. I mean, the thing is, this is not a wide enough appeal for. Is this a freaking eyelash? This is huge. Holy crap, man. This is definitely my eyelash. I don't know. I guess I have. I mean, I don't know. I guess I have big eyelashes. Bo Daddy Harris is not something that would ever appeal on a national scale, but to me, I love him. You should go check him out. Listen to more of his covers. Quite amazing, honestly. And this is kind of the thing that SNL is missing, is it's trying to take what is funny now and distill it into something that you can put into a weekly show. And the problem is there are just too many things that are funny right now. You look like, especially for the SNL audience, I mean, you have people of all ages, you know. A lot of Gen Z's humor is just, it's like, it's so cringe when they try to like use the freaking, all right, let's just look this up. SNL, it was freaking Gen Z slang. Like, come on. That is the most bottom of the barrel, lowest hanging fruit ever. It's, let's find out what the popular slang phrases are today and then say them and it'll be funny. It's like, it's not funny. It's not, you know. Stop it. Stop. Bad SNL. Stop going for the literal easiest thing you could go for and actually make something that's like funny. And yeah, right here. Like, all right, I'm not even gonna play this. This is one, this Cyclops segment I did watch, and it was funny. Well, I watched most of it. I watched it. Basically, the concept is you have three Cyclopses, who come across two, like, freaking, druid women, dryad women, whatever, man. Fantasy fans, let me know in the comments what the correct terminology is. They're trying to ask these guys for the solution to a riddle, and they keep getting it wrong and then just saying, just let us through. The thing is, it's funny, but you look at the transcript of this, and most of it is just stop. Like, literally, I'm going through and it's stop. It's like, it would have been if they just tightened it up. The improvisation was fine. The breaking character was fine. If they just tightened it up a little bit and had more, like, if they were better at improvising. There's a thing where people get up on a stage and improvise, and you can tell the exact moment that they run out of things to say or that they hit a wall, right? That's what's going on here. You know, she says stop a few times because these guys are just like, just let us through, right? Like, we don't want to answer the riddle. And then she keeps going with that. And it goes on and on for just a little too long. And with comedy, especially in the age where people have no attention spans, you need to have that thing, you need to have it perfectly timed. And for improvisation, you got to know your stuff. You cannot be sitting there repeating things or giving the impression that you're kind of faltering, because then you start losing people. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe this had potential to be funnier if it was cut down. If this was edited, I feel like it would be a lot funnier. I don't know. It's just a little, where's this? There we go. No, here we go. Now we can see everybody. It's just a little weak, which is like, you're almost there. You almost have it. I don't know. And yeah, I'm funnier than Saturday Night Live. That's how I can name this video, that is if I say that. I mean, obviously I have no professional experience, but like, I as a casual fan of like comedy in general, you know, I guess maybe I have higher standards than the average person because I'm kind of a snob, but it's just like, come on, man. Come on. Like, how, like, what is the network forcing you to be like not funny? I have more Bo Daddy Harris videos I could pull up, but we're going to switch gears away from the kind of mainstream comedy once again and go back to another niche example. This is Jack White's World, which is fantastic. I love Zach White's World, not Jack. Zach White's World. Come on. Watch this with me. Ready? It's very Smiling Friends-esque. I don't know if he's affiliated with them, but
You could win a $50 gift card.
The Home Depot.
he goes out in public with no shame at all and just records himself talking to animated figures, which are not there, I'm assuming, while he's recording. And he makes these really funny, really not like bizarre, but just weirdly real animated, like live action hybrid shorts. And they are so funny and they're so good. You got to check out Zach White's World. I don't even know how many things he has going on, but you know, he's got videos on videos here, like, you know, what, 10 total. Like I said, I think he might be affiliated with the Smiling Friends guys, but he's funny, like, and he's doing a thing, and it's a unique thing. And, you know, like, that's kind of like what this podcast is becoming for me. If we want to get like really meta here, I kind of hit a point recently where I said the YouTube content I want to produce, I don't want to make a video about this or a video about this or a video about this. I just want to think to myself, oh my God, that would be a great video. Or that would be a really fun video to make, or this would be an awesome project, and just do it because it's got my freaking DNA in it. If I'm the one making it, it has my style on it. So I've been testing that out a lot with this podcast, as you can probably tell if you're watching this in retrospect, or retro, what is it called? Whatever. You're watching the reruns of this, or you're watching it live. You know, this is kind of the point where I'm saying, all right, let's get like wacky and experimental. Let's just do the thing that I know how to do, and just get better at that, which is make wacky, freaking crazy videos. Not even like crazy, just like, I don't know. And I'm just having so much fun with it. I'm doing shorts now. Like, I've been posting a lot more on TikTok. I've been posting shorts from this, and things are working out, and I'm having so much fun. And the current main channel video is within a very small amount of time of being done. I mean, I'm thinking like probably tonight or tomorrow it's going to be done. And that video is it's just a mess, but it's so fun, and I'm really excited to get that out. And I want to do more stuff like that. I want to do more stuff like this. I want to do more stuff like this, like Bo Daddy Harris. I don't want this high production, you know, poorly written, because at the end of the day, it is not the thumbnail or the title or the costumes or the budget or the, you know, timing with trends and the algorithm and the blah, blah, blah. It is the idea, the concept, and then it's the writing. If you want to make something that is truly amazing, you have to have a solid concept of what it's going to be. What is this going to be? Like, what are we going for? What's it going to be like? What's it going to look like? What's it going to sound like? Is it going to be like SpongeBob, or is it going to be like Family Guy? You need to have that and trust that vision. And you're going to hear voices outside your head, inside your head that say, no, don't do this because people aren't going to care. It's not going to be popular. It's not, you know, trendy right now. You know, the stocks are down in this aspect, so you need to invest in a subject that has more blah, 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 blah. No. If you make a solid, good piece of art, people will come and they will appreciate it. And even if it's after you're dead, which it probably won't be, because in this day and age, people can recognize talent pretty easily, pretty well. Just make something that's you. If you want to freaking make this, oh my God, I'm going to make this hybrid reality show where all I have is myself, and I just am going to animate these characters, and I'm going to stick with it. You know, I don't, like, do it, man. Seriously, do it. You know, we're at that point now where, I don't know, I just think there's enough people who want the authenticity, that the algorithm is a side factor here, you know? And even then, when you're going based off of just the algorithm and everything, you're not gearing yourself up for success. The ultimate place to succeed is when you have a passion project that intersects with the algorithm. That happened with one of my most popular videos. It was basically, it was how JoJo's Bizarre Adventure explains everything. So it was like basically looking at all the greater themes of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, popular anime series, was popular at the time, was extremely popular on my channel at the time. And then also this Terrence Howard, theory of everything trend was coming around, and I nailed it, man. I got I have almost 1 million views on that, and a lot of them happened like during that trend when the Terrence Howard stuff and the JoJo stuff was all popular in the zeitgeist or whatever. But you can't expect that. A lot of times you won't even see that kind of thing coming. It just happens by chance. But you need to focus on the concept and the writing. The writing here, the concept is like funny. The writing is improv, so that's, you're taking a risk there. You're putting, you have a basic idea of what you're going to do, but you have to trust your castmates, to not get all awkward when you try to make things fun. And there's also camera work that's involved in all this stuff, but if you don't have the solid concept and you don't have a really solid block of writing to kind of back everything up, you're going to struggle. And that's my take on this whole thing, on the SNL, on the comedy, on the YouTube side of things. Seriously, I love sitting and listening to people play music and sing and, do like, I don't know, crafts and do origami and stuff and make food. And like, even if I'm not going to make it myself, I appreciate that they're making a work of art and then making a work of art to promote that work of art online. It's like, it's just fun at the end of the day. Like, I made a meal prep video that I was recording the whole time, and I was like, this is going to be stupid. It's going to turn out dumb. Like, I shouldn't even record this. And it ended up coming out really good. Didn't get like a ton of likes, but I had so much fun making it, and now I know I can do that. Now I can, I don't know. It just opens up more doors for me. All right, that's it for the bulk of the stuff. There was one final thing I wanted to look at and talk about, which is the NVIDIA, I guess the new graphics cards are going to have AI upscaling in them. So that's kind of cool. Let's let this roll while I get this last video that I need for the outro put in here. So what is this? Resident Evil, whatever, the before and after. We can go side by side and look at this. I know there's one of, is it? Yeah. The before and the after. Some of them, like, I don't think we're at this point yet where we can reliably do this in like real time. Give it like 5 more years maybe, but interesting concept. We've already kind of seen this kind of thing coming for a while. People were like, oh, we have 4K, 8K, then it kind of jumped up to infinity K, it's whatever. Wait, where is this thing? Oh, here it is. Okay. Sorry guys. I have a special outro prepared for you guys.
If you are interested in more Telecast episodes and long-form video essays, check out the videos right here. And subscribe for more! Yay!
That's really all I got on this thing. Like, a lot of this stuff it's really ambitious. It's a proof of concept. Like, oh boy, this I'm not. So what are you doing? You're upping the contrast a little bit. Now, this is all post. So this is not on this is not the models, this is not the textures, this is not the game. This is the chip taking your video feed and trying to make it look better, with some success. Now, obviously these are all very up close, slow. Again, for a proof of concept, all right, like, cool. But, like, that one looks pretty good. But again, like, is it really doing that much? Like, I'm gonna keep this on low freaking graphics on my potato computer anyway. I don't know. Oh, jeez. And, like, the motion and the physics and stuff, you're never gonna fix that. And also, anytime there's complex motion on the screen, it's gonna be a little bit odd. I don't know, guys. I'm skeptical, but I'm optimistic. I think this could work, but also I do like my water bill being cheap, and I like my gas bill being cheap, and I like my medical bills being cheap, and I like my groceries being cheap, and I like my house being where it is and not blown into a million pieces, and I also am not a fan of evil people using AI to survey the United States and spy on us and stuff. I don't know, guys. I'm kind of running out of steam here. I want to go to the gym. ever since we started doing these podcasts earlier, and I can't have a beer, not to say that I need to have a beer. It's I'm not as rambly, you know, kind of run out of things to say. I get through like a 40-minute one-sided conversation with myself, and I kind of run out of steam. But any of this stuff that we talked about today, anything, the Lego Iran video, the Malcolm in the Middle reboot, anything about the modern comedy, I would love to hear your guys' takes on that. And I'm going to clip some of that and post it too. Definitely check out other episodes of the Telecast, guys. We talk about this kind of stuff every week, every Tuesday at 4:30. Go subscribe to the main channel, please. New video should be coming out tomorrow or the next day. Oh, and in case you were wondering from last week, I hit 405 on deadlift. I hit 330 on squat. I hit 265 on bench. So we're in the 1,000-pound club. F you. I'm stronger than Saturday Night Live and funnier. And that's all I got to say. Okay. See you guys next week. Or on the main channel. Peace. New outro, baby. Let's go.
If you are interested in more Telecast episodes and long-form video essays, check out the videos right here. And subscribe for more.